I mean, to me, it seems like they're desperate, and that we're very close to a major breakout of silver. Even though, like you said, they might slam it down. What does is that the way you see it as well? Because you wouldn't go to these lengths, to stop the market. I mean, back in October, I think silver dropped what 7, 8% in one day. Do you remember that day? They didn't.
Yep.
They didn't have cooling problems then. They let the market go down, but here the market goes up a couple of percent and they stop it. And Eric, it looks like the CME, Chicago Mercantile Exchange, they own COMEX, and COMEX is where gold and silver are traded. It's the commodities exchange, which originally was in New York, where it's New York based, but they bought COMEX. But they're saying here on their website, due to a cooling issue at Cyrus One data centers, our markets are currently halted. So they've basically halted the markets just because, well, this is speculation, of course, but it's highly suspicious. They halted gold and silver futures trading because of a glitch. And I've seen a comment here from, let's see, I think from Michael Oliver. Oh, here it is. Yeah, Momentous Structural Analysis, Michael Oliver. He said the Aurora, Illinois data center that CME operates from uses a chiller plant with N+2 per data hall, meaning even if one of the cooling components fails, there are two more that could kick in. Their cooling system is designed to operate even under simultaneous system failure. And yet, right now, of all times, everything fails all at once. The cooling issue story seems very unlikely. So there you go.
Agree with Michael Oliver
Yeah,
and Brett, his son, who operates the account. So
yeah,
I agree with both of them. I think, like I said, Mario, I think is the story is not true. It's a it's a fake story. They made it up to try to calm the markets. And I wrote this on my X account. I said, well, the only way they can because right now the problem is that they don't have they lack physical silver liquidity. Some people don't even understand what that means. What that means is that they lack the physical silver free float, okay, at the LBMA and probably globally right now. Because if you look at the Shanghai Gold Exchange silver vault, it's dropping rapidly in the last 2 months. Basically, we're down to below almost below 1,400 metric tons between the SGE and the SHFE vaults. And in my opinion, they're down below 700 metric tons of free float in China.
yeah,
So it's a global issue. It's not like contained at the LBMA, right? It's a global issue
yeah,
of the lacking of physical metal. So we call the physical metal free float, we call that the metal liquidity.
yeah,
Okay?
yeah,
So let's define that because some people don't even understand what that means.
yeah.
Okay.
And
So
Eric,
what do yes,
sorry to interrupt you. I've been hearing
yes,
from my
yes.
friend. He's a very good source of information that a lot of these central banks, like in the Middle East, what they're doing now as well is buying COMEX silver futures and waiting for delivery. So these people are desperate because sovereign countries they don't buy futures to just speculate, and they don't care much about the price. I don't think. I think they're going to come right back in and buy the future. But one thing that's dangerous for them, I think, is that the COMEX they have it in their rule books that they can decide just to cash settle and not give them the physical. Anyway, I'll let you talk about liquidity a bit more.
Okay, just before I talk about that, Ronan Manny, our mutual friend, he works for he's an associate at Bullion Star. He got a new venture going. I don't know if it's for Bullion Star or his other, business partners, but He is launching a tokenized silver product, like a physical silver tokenized in Dubai. Okay. So, like, I think 2 days ago, he announced this and he showed everybody pictures and videos of this one humongous silver bar. Yeah, you got it right there.
Yeah,
So,
1,971 troy ounces. I think that's
correct.
the year
Not
Dubai.
not troy, sorry, not troy, kilograms.
Yeah, wow,
Kilograms,
yeah,
Mario.
yeah, yeah.
Kilograms.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was the year Dubai was founded, wasn't it?
Correct. So almost 2 metric tons, right, of silver. And I know I like because I talked to Ronan, but of course, like, he's probably under NDA and the business venture is just starting out over there. So I'm guessing that this thing is gonna grow for these guys.
Yeah,
So
I've
like,
heard as well,
yeah, yeah,
Eric. Sorry
exactly.
to interrupt you. My friend said that
Yes.
Dubai, they want to be the center of silver trading.
There you are. So anyway, like my whole point, me and Mario were saying is that the physical silver liquidity is drying up. Okay, so the free float is rapidly shrinking because everybody want to get their hands on physical silver in the entire world. I'm not talking about the small guys, the big guys.
But and so should you, though. So should the viewers, because this is a game changer. This is it's gonna be something that happens. I think, Eric, only once every century or even more. Silver is gonna come back as a major monetary. Already, it's an industrial metal. That's my opinion.
Okay, so I'm just going to get back to liquidity
Yeah,
because I keep telling every host of every interview that what we're going to be looking at is, let's say they do another rug pull on the US dollar liquidity. In the past, what happens? Everything falls. Like equity falls, the cryptocurrencies fall in US dollar terms, gold, even gold and silver fall in US dollar terms, right? Because like people sell everything to try to raise US dollars. But I said this many times. What if this time the physical gold and silver liquidity is falling faster than the US dollar liquidity, which is what we see? If that's the case, maybe the US dollar price of gold and silver, it might fall, but it'll recover very quickly, even quicker than before, or they might not fall at all. Because like, who the heck is going to give you the physical gold and silver when, let's say, even right now it's difficult to get it at 53 or $54? Who's going to sell it to you when it's $49?
I know.
You see the situation here,
Yeah,
right?
and
So
I've
like
been
it's a
hearing, Eric,
relative.
I've
Yes.
been hearing as well that a lot of the big Wall Street banks, their clients, they've got like the precious metals ETFs, and they've been told that they can't guarantee any metal from those because they're basically unallocated. So
Wow.
they are pretty, and they're not happy when the clients come and say, "Oh, I want to get the physical." And I think there's only one bank, and you probably know which one, starts with a J, that provides the physical supply. And they're not happy that clients want physical. So yeah, something's going on. And like you said, this liquidity, which is basically the real metal, is not there. And I think, Eric, the fact that you've got countries like in the United Arab Emirates, Dubai, China, India, they don't want paper. They want real physical silver, and that's why the COMEX and LBMA are in such big trouble, in my opinion.
I agree with you, Mario. I think you know we have broke this news today to your audience, and I hope they take the time to understand what's going on and position themselves accordingly. Because, like you said, Mario, this is once in 50 years. We are witnessing history. And I know there's a lot of noise out there. There are a lot of people who pretend to tell you the truth, but they're not looking out for your well-being. They really are not. They are probably working for someone else, or they have some sort of a ulterior motive. So I think everybody should make their own decision in terms of what they want to do, in this juncture, in terms of precious metals, gold and silver. But in my opinion, if you don't own any physical gold and silver, it's never too late to start buying some physical gold and silver to protect yourself and your family. Now, if you don't want to buy all at once because you're afraid that the price of the physical gold and silver might fluctuate, okay? Because we are, we're not at all-time lows here, we're all-time high, right? Dollar cost averaging is the way to go.
And who knows, this could be a Black Friday. The original Black Friday was in 1869, Eric, and the gold market, there was a squeeze and it led to a stock market crash as well. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but who knows?